Hey everybody, I'm Ted from Tebex. Last Thursday, FacePunch released a Rust update. They added a new game mode, the Softcore game mode, and on top of adding some other things, they also added server tags. It says the goal is to make it easier for users to find a server that they're interested in. Hopefully, it might also clean up the server names a bit. This came a bit last minute, so there's currently no way to filter the list by tags, but we will definitely be doing this in the future. So the current support is a little bit limited, but still, hosting wise, I want to go over how to set up a softcore server and also how to add tags to your server. Even if you're not interested in the softcore mode, if they add more game modes in the future, you know how to set these up. The process itself isn't that hard. The documentation that FacePunch provided is really good. I will link this wiki page down in the description, so if you want to look at it or copy something, you can just go right there. How do I add tags to my server? You can choose any of these tags. These are the only tags that are supported at the moment. And for example, if you set your server to be a PvE server, it will automatically attach that PvE tag to your server. And also, some tags make other tags redundant. For example, you cannot add the weekly and the monthly tag at the same time. Looking at my GTX control panel, I'm going to go to configuration files. And then where it says general game settings, server name and description, I'm going to click on text editor. And these are all the settings that my Rust server will use when starting up. We can add more settings to this, so in our case, we want to add the weekly tag. So I'm going to say server.tags weekly. Looking at the wiki page, it also says here if you want to add multiple, you can add a comma and then add more tags if you want to. I'm just going to add the one weekly tag. Once it's done, we can save and exit, and then we go here and we restart our server. In the game, let's search for Tebex and click on refresh. And as you can see, we now have our weekly tag. So that all seems to be working fine. Let's now look at how to make this a softcore server, so you also know how to change game modes. Going to the game modes tab, you see that there are several game modes that we can choose from. The only ones that are working currently are vanilla and softcore. I do want to point out quickly that there's one called One Death. I'm not 100% sure how this would work in Rust, but the fact that it is there as a placeholder I think is interesting. So let's first add the game mode itself. Let's copy this convar. Let's go to our panel. Let's go back to exactly the same one. So our general game settings, click on text editor. And then at the bottom, we're going to add this. And I'm going to just copy it just to be sure. Softcore. And then I'm going to say save and exit. And once again, I'm going to restart the server to make sure that it boots up with the new settings. So full disclosure, I had a little bit of issues getting the softcore to run and also show up. So what I did, I moved the game mode convar to the top, or basically to the second place, saying softcore. I also added the softcore tag under the server.tags. If I now go back to the server browser and search for TBX, you can see it actually displays the weekly and the softcore tag. As you can see, the reclaim station is here inside of the compound. So it is actually a softcore server. Let's actually turn off God mode, God 0, and then let's do kill. And let's see what we get back. So we can spawn at the compound. Let's walk up to the claim area or reclaim area. So we got our AK back and we lost our Pookie Bear. Let's go into the settings. Let's see what we can change and then let's call it a day. So it says here, Softcore comes with 3 convars that allow you to edit amounts of random items players can reclaim at safe zones terminals. 0 means 0%, 0.5 means 50%, 1 means 100%. Let's take these 3 settings. Let's go into our configuration files once again, and exactly the same one, our general game settings. Let's add this. Let's say 1, paste it in here. Let's also set that to 1. Make sure there's only 1 space in between. Let's also set that to 1. Let's save and exit. And then one last time, let's restart the server. And let's see if we now keep 100% of our items. There we go. Let's kill ourselves. Kill. And then let's respawn at the compound and see if we can get both our items back with our new settings. And there we go. This is how you enable softcore mode on your server and change the settings for it. And also how to display on your server with the tags what kind of server you're running, what kind of wipe schedule, etc. If you're not at this point, please look in the video description. There will be more videos on how to work with Rust, work with plugins, and also how to work with your Rust server in combination with Tebex. You can join our Discord to hang out with other content creators and learn how to grow your online community. All our social links will be in the video description. Thank you for watching and good luck with your Tebex store.